Hi, we're Group 22. My name is Oriana, and we're going to explain to you how the Catalan exit will affect on the Spanish economy. I will do the introduction, and my companion here.
Hi, my name is Sven, and I will continue with the major economic effects of the so-called Catalexit.
Okay, I'm Leire and I'm gonna do the expert's opinion. Finally, my name is Telia and I will interview different people to obtain a public opinion.
So, how did the independent movement start and how it developed? Well, the Catalan independence movement is a political movement historically derived from the Catalan nationalism. The political movement began in 1922 when Francesc Macià founded the political party Estat Català. Macià proclaimed the Catalan Republic in 1931, accepting the autonomy with the Spanish state after negotiation with the leader of the Second Spanish Republic. During the Civil War, General Francisco Franco abolished the Catalan autonomy in 1938 and later putting on an autonomy more than independent in 1975. So, we have main arguments of why Catalonia wants its independence. The first one will be Catalonia is not Spain. Catalans defend that they're not part of Spain, their culture is totally different, their food, their language, they have their own history apart from everything. The second is unequal partnership, which Catalans are supposed to give 17 billion euros of their hard-earned money, and that gives them a lot of debts and not be able to help their own people and pay their own people. So that's why Catalans are not happy with the Spanish government. And also it's the people's choice. A lot of people through the years have been trying to have to settle a treatment with the Spanish government, like the Basque politics, but the Spanish government does not want a deal with that.
Let me explain the economic effects of the Catalexit. One of the major effects that the Catalexit would have on the economy of Catalonia is a huge unemployment, so a huge rise in unemployment. 62% of the Catalan citizens claim that they are worried about the future in case of Catalexit, while only about 35% of them say that they are very excited for the change. So this uncertainty in any economy would cause consumers to save more money and spend less, and therefore obviously decrease the private demand, and that would be followed by an increase of unemployment. According to the Spanish economy minister Luis de Guindos, the rate would even double. So the unemployment rate in Catalonia in May 2017 was around 13%, and according to him, it could go up to about 26%. Secondly, a decrease of foreign investments in Catalonia would be one of the economic effects that the Catalexit would bring. Obviously, an exit from the Spanish government would also include an exit from the European single markets and from the EU in general, which would lead to a decreasing investment from all EU member countries, which account for about 70% of the total foreign investments in Catalonia. Secondly, the political instability would be referred from the European Union exit as well, and therefore decreasing investments from EU countries and overseas countries would be included, which would account for about 90% of all the foreign investments that Catalonia is accounting right now. Thirdly, the Catalexit would bring a huge decrease in the Spanish GDP. At the moment, Catalonia contributes significantly to the GDP. As you can see in the chart on the left-hand side, it contributes about 50,000 of the annual GDP for the Spanish government, for the Spanish nation. So this split would decrease the GDP by around 20%, which is a huge number. The increasing debt per capita in Spain is another huge problem. Catalonia accounts for about 70 billion of the total Spanish debt, which is around 999 billion euros. And in case of a Catalexit, the debt would not likely be fully written off to the state of Catalonia, and therefore the debt per capita in Spain would increase significantly.
Okay, first of all, Maria Jesus Fernandez, a senior economist at FUNCAS, she compared the October between the last 2 years, She showed that in the retail industry, Catalonia had a fall of 3.9%, and Spain had an average stood of at 1.2%. About tourism, they found that Catalonia had 4.56 million overnight stays. That's a decrease of 2.7% about about the last year, and in Spain had a 30 million overnight stay. That was a increase of 1.1%. Also, they found that Catalonia had an increase of 3.67% of unemployment. She lastly said that this impact will depend only of how long this uncertainty will be. Lastly, Fabio Balboni, an European economist at HSBC, said that Catalonia had about 50% of the Spanish population. Had the 90% of the country GDP, and this GDP is being 20% higher than the rest of Spain. Catalonia also represents 1/4 of Spanish exports. He said that they will recover very fast because unemployment is lower than the rest of Spain.
We've interviewed different people in the street that are targeted from 25 to 45 years old. And overall, the main ideas that we have come across are that they don't want the Catalonian independence due to that the social security system would be in risk because the deficit that they have will go up, and pensions could be suffered. So, for example, if we are talking about old man that is earning a 958 pension, could be seen his pension decreased until 700.
So in conclusion, we can say that the possible Catalexit would be very harsh on the Spanish economy. Although some experts claim that the Catalonian economy would recover very fast, as my dear colleague said, there are very many opinions that count against it.
Mostly experts said that there will be very negative effects for the Spanish and the Catalonian economy.
At the end, we see that Spanish people in our country, taking into account public opinion, are quite concerned. So
we think that if the Catalexit actually happens, we hope that Catalonia and the Spanish government gets to a treaty with the European Union, so their economy would be saved, basically.